I'm not going to be able to review with you what it feels like to wear. I mean, they're super comfortable. I'm not the right reviewer for you. What I'm going to be speaking about is what I think of the build quality, what I think of the way that they've incorporated the PlayStation insignia into the shoe, and whether it's a shoe that you're probably going to want to buy for yourselves. I think a lot of you guys already know whether you want a pair or not. If you are a Nike head and you are a PlayStation fan, it's a no-brainer. I don't even know why you've come here to see the B-roll. I've done this on my channel in the past because Assassin's Creed worked with Reebok, and now PlayStation have worked with Nike. These are the PlayStation 5, the PG5 colorways, which are Nike's attempt at collaborating with a gaming console. Who'd thunk? PlayStation have sent these to me to check out. I don't know why, I don't often do shoe reviews. We do tech on this channel, but for some reason, shoes are becoming a thing. We've done a lot of shoe reviews recently. There's obviously a lot of jokes going on about like scalpers taking these shoes. I hope they don't. And I hope that you guys can pick up a pair of these for yourself. That's some shoe ASMR for you. Ooh.
How's it, John? Listen, resident PlayStation fan, I need to chip in here because it's important that we speak about this. These shoes are iconic not just because they're Nike, not just because it's PlayStation, and not just because it's a collaboration between these two brands. Nike and PlayStation and Paul George, this is their third collaboration. What makes these so special is that the lead designer of the PlayStation 5, Yujin Murasawa, was involved in the collaboration. But there's this myth about how the call went for the design of these shoes. When trying to explain it to the Nike team, he couldn't show them photos of the as then unreleased PlayStation 5 console. So he had to try and imbue on them a sense of his vision for the inspiration, which is the fifth dimension for the PlayStation 5. And if you've looked at a PlayStation 5 and read about it, and if you are a massive fan, you'll know that design is inspired by circles and squares. This isn't Roblox, so squares aren't going to work really well for a shoe, but the flowing lines in circles and circular motion really are there. It's a big deal knowing that Nike gave Sony such a big input into how the silhouette came to the shelves.
And you probably are going to have a pair of these before you have a PlayStation 5. Fortunately, I do have a PlayStation 5 already, and it's because I do this as a job. I'm really excited about these shoes, and I'm really grateful that they sent it to me. At first, I was a little bit confused when I saw it. I was like, this is a cool brand collaboration. The PG5 it stands for Paul George, who's a basketball player. So if you're into the NBA and you're looking for basketball shoes, these are basketball shoes. And I must say, I have not worn a pair of basketball shoes in a very long time. Actually, since high school. When I was in high school, I had basketball shoes because I used to play first team basketball, even though I'm super short. But in South Africa, not many of us actually play basketball. So if you were into basketball like I was, kind of got into the first team by default. So iconic shoe design from Nike. These are the PG5s. This is an iconic build for Nike. It's got the Nike Air insignia on the side over here and Nike Air on the back. So you know, I also owned a pair of Nike Airs in high school. And underneath on the floor of the shoe, you can see the actual Nike Air bubbles. They've kept this technology for a very long time, and it seems to stick around. They've got swappable laces as well, so you can get like the PlayStation 5 blue lace that it comes with. Replace the laces. I'm sorry to rap. For those of us who are not necessarily into basketball, but want like a really cool shoe, or maybe this is a shoe that I can go take to, we have a court here at Battery Park in Cape Town. You can go shoot some hoop with some friends for fun. It's about as intense as it's going to get. This is a really nice pair of shoes to get. Apparently Paul George didn't do very well at the NBA now in the playoffs, but like, I don't know. I don't follow the playoffs very well. Also, there are a lot of jokes going on about the shoe. Like now you can run in like 120 FPS. I like that. You know, this shoe's got ray tracing. Like that. Bad dad jokes. One of my favorite parts about the shoe is that there's got this really cool detailing along the side on, I think it's a leather imprint on the side here. And it's got your square, circle, triangle, X on the side. And it's such a nice subtle detail. You obviously can't see it from there because it's so subtle, but as soon as you get like mildly close to it, you recognize the insignia immediately. And in fact, it's the same vibe on the back of the controllers. You know, they've got that microscopic, oh, I need to clean these controllers. Classic PlayStation insignia on it. Other classic PlayStation insignia, other classic insignia are the Nike tick on the back, of course. And the PlayStation Blue. On each of the shoe, it's actually slightly different. So on the right shoe, you've got the PlayStation logo on the tongue. And then on the left shoe, you've got the PG logo. So this is the Paul George logo right over here. If you guys are fans of Nike and of their basketball shoes, you know this design already. You are very familiar with it. For those of us who are new to basketball shoes or are not necessarily the deepest sneakerheads, I've got a lot of sneaks, but they're not necessarily basketball shoes, as I've said, then you might not be familiar with this particular brand. And it's the same on the inside of the shoe is the PlayStation 5 logo, and on this side it's the Paul George logo, which is really cool. If you didn't see it before, this Paul George logo is a P and a G. The sole of the shoe is, obviously we've spoken a little bit about it, it's got like an iridescent like look to the Nike Air PG insignia in the middle. Again, I'm not sure if that's normal for this range of shoe. It's got a very nice tread. I really, really like this tread. It looks like topography, and it looks like if your foot was kind of turned into like a topographical map. It's got like the toes and the foot and everything inside. And again, I like that sound. So really nice court grip. If you play any kind of court sports, this ankle support seems quite low for ankle support on a basketball shoe. I'm used to ankle supports being like really high. The fact that it's low probably means it's more versatile as a shoe as well. You could use this on other things too. You don't have to necessarily be a basketball head to be using this. You could probably play another kind of court sport, and with this tread, you could do that, which is really cool. I'm definitely gonna try and take these on the court, see what I can do with them. Just let me know what you think. Is this sexy for you? Is this sexy for you? Because it's sexy for me, and I'm glad. I'm really glad that they sent me this. I feel super grateful. And apparently there is stock. At the time of making this video, there is stock. I don't know how long that's gonna last for in this weird space in the entertainment world, in the gaming entertainment world, especially with PlayStation 5, well, with a whole bunch of PS5 stuff being out of stock. But guess what? There's no chip in here. At least the shoes won't be affected by a chip shortage of any kind. But I really like the black. The black and white's super classic. And then the little touches of PlayStation Blue is really nice. You know, the console is predominantly white, so at least it like looks a lot like the console. And then, like, again, touches of black. Can you see that? I just switched on the console. Look at the blue lights. Oh, that's pretty sick. Yo, this line looks like the blue light on the controller when you switch it on as well on the DualSense controller. All right, that's about as much as I can probably talk about when it comes to a basketball shoe. Let me know what you think. I want to know what you guys, what your thoughts are about the shoe, whether you'll be copping a pair, and whether I should actually take these onto the court or slug them on a website I probably am not allowed to say. That's why you're a YouTuber. Let me know what you think. Like and subscribe for more, and hopefully we'll catch you guys on Twitch.